Hey everybody, in today's video what I'm going to do is go and look at all of the different places which you can buy COTI as of October 2021, and we'll have a look at some of the reasons why you may pick one exchange over the other. These are basically the things I wish I had known back in March when I started investing in COTI myself. The first important thing that you need to know is that COTI has 3 different protocols, so that means there are 3 different types of tokens of COTI that you can actually hold. First off, you have COTI's native asset. Then you have the ERC20 token, which lives on Ethereum, and the BEP20 token, which lives on the Binance Smart Chain. Now let's have a look at all of the different places that you can actually buy COTI, and I'll list out what tokens are actually offered on each of these different exchanges. COTI was recently listed on Coinbase, but as of now Coinbase are only offering you the ERC20 token. Binance too offer you the ERC20 token and the BEP20 token. If you were looking for the actual native asset, then you can also find that on KuCoin and on Huobi. And lastly, you can also buy COTI through their main wallet, which is called their Viper wallet, and that also has a COTI-X exchange where you can go in there and buy some COTI with a debit or credit card. Now why would you even care what type of token that you're actually buying? Isn't it all the same? Well, it probably depends on what you plan on doing with your COTI. If you plan on actually using your COTI, then you are definitely better off setting up their official wallet, the Viper wallet. In that way you can actually get access to things like a debit card. You can also stake your COTI. A slight asterisk needs to go beside that because at the moment you need to have a minimum of about 25,000 COTI in order to be able to earn staking rewards. Also, by just having the Viper wallet, you can also enter into COTI's NFT raffles, which have been offering some huge prizes lately. One very important thing to note is that the COTI Viper wallet only accepts the COTI native tokens. If for example you have bought the ERC20 tokens on either Binance or Coinbase, then you can still send your tokens through the COTI Viper wallet, but first what you need to do is send those tokens across their Crosschain Bridge. This will essentially swap your ERC20 tokens into the native tokens. So this will just be an extra step for anybody who doesn't own the native tokens. I also have a video on my channel that goes through how to use this Crosschain Bridge. I'll leave a card for that here if anybody wants to check that out. If you had decided to go with either Coinbase or Binance to buy your COTI and went with the ERC20 tokens, it's probably going to cost you more in the long run because when you go through this extra step of converting your COTI on this Crosschain Bridge, you're going to incur some ETH gas fees. Let's see how much this might actually cost you in fees. So earlier on today, I just wanted to check out how much it would cost you to send ERC20 tokens from Binance to the Crosschain Bridge. And at the moment it was going to cost me 63 COTI just to send that transaction. So 63 COTI at the moment is roughly $30. So that is quite a lot of COTI and money to be wasting. I also checked this out on Coinbase as well to check how much the gas fees were going to work out at. And it worked out at 18 COTI to send it from Coinbase to the Crosschain Bridge. So that is a little bit less, but it's still roughly about $9. Whereas if you had bought your COTI directly on the COTI-X exchange on the Viper wallet, then you wouldn't have to deal with any of those types of fees. You would also more than likely be better off if you had bought the native tokens on KuCoin, for example. Currently, there are no options to earn any yield on your COTI tokens once you have bought them, unless you have 25,000 COTI to earn staking rewards. KuCoin had an option where you could actually lend out your COTI and earn a bit of yield, but this was since delisted. But COTI has since partnered with Celsius, and in the coming weeks we are expecting that COTI is added to the list of tokens that you can lend out on Celsius. So that will be a way for anybody who has maybe less than the 25,000 COTI tokens to actually earn something on their COTI. I expect that you will need the native token of COTI in order to do this on Celsius, so that might be another reason why you should try and go and get the native token. Celsius is currently integrated into the Viper wallet, but COTI is just not available on Celsius yet. But when it is, it will be very easy to lend out your COTI straight from your Viper wallet. Let's also hear from the COTI CEO Shahapur, who talks about why people will tend to go for the native COTI token in the future.
I think over time, what I expect will happen is that the fact that the treasury is all about native and the fact that it will not be capital limited, I think a lot of people would want to move from ERC20 to native and go into the treasury because of the rewards. That will create a different dynamic than what we have right now, and I think that will also solve liquidity. And it will also incentivize more and more exchanges to list the native COTI. Over time, the native is where the magic will happen.
Lastly, there can be quite a bit of a price difference between some of the exchanges for COTI. At the time of me making this video, the price on Coinbase, for example, was 50 cent USD, and on Binance it was 0.4982, and then on KuCoin it was 0.47396. So KuCoin as of today was 3 cents cheaper than Coinbase. This tends to fluctuate day by day, and we do expect these differences to close down over time. But if you are going to buy some COTI over the next while, make sure and just shop around to see where you can get the best price. The price of buying COTI from the Viper wallet was roughly around the same as it was on Coinbase, but obviously buying it on the Viper wallet, even though it might be a little bit more expensive than KuCoin, you're going to save yourself on transaction fees of sending something from another exchange into your Viper wallet anyway, so it probably works out at the same. So I hope this video may have been of some help to any new investors thinking of investing in COTI. Let me know in the comment section where you buy your own COTI. So that is pretty much it for today's video. If anybody is new to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe.